How's Donald Trump going to solve the Middle East? Well, he's gonna take over the Middle East. We're gonna go in with our military and take over the Middle East, I guess. This is not a fact check wrong. This is a fact check right. America is coming for Gaza. We're going to turn it into a golf course. It's called Trump Gaza International Golf Course. Deal with it. It's called Mar-a-Lago East. It's called Mar-a-Lago Far East. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but they'll be like, hey, why are we doing this? And it's like, Israel's like, well, because America support us. And then like Trump's like, yeah, but we're going to do it. And then Israel's like, oh, I mean, I thought we're our own country. And he's like, guys, you're about as bad as Puerto Rico at this. We're coming in. We're taking out the Muslims. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not an entire religion. We're not taking out the entire. We're just taking out all of the people who live there, who happen to be the religion that you're not. Anyway, meanwhile, while that's happening, all the Democrats are having their face melted, freaking out, completely freaking out, because Elon Musk found out that they were laundering money. He's not even arresting anybody. He's just like, you can't launder money for the U.S. government anymore into like trans musicals in Ireland or whatever. You just can't do that anymore. And they're like, you may take Gaza, you may take Israel, but you will not take our Irish gay trans musicals. I'm Alex R. Wagner. AOC and Chuck Schumer might have a heart attack today. And this is No News is News.
I think it's just don't follow the sky, you know?
You own your own airline, don't you? Do you still own your own airline? Oh, they haven't taken that away from you yet, huh? No, good. I got you, bastard. Wait a minute, we gotta get a word. No! How did you do that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Who says there's not luck in football?
You are the man. One time, everybody, Donald Trump. Unbelievable.
This dude is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met or seen or witnessed. Which, you know, you can probably even glean that from watching these people on TV. Anyways, all of that is to say is that they don't do their homework. Clearly, like, they're putting 19-year-olds in at the Treasury. This dude is not smart. And the danger in the lack of intelligence and the lack of expertise that Elon has. I mean, this guy is one of the most morally vacant, but also just least knowledgeable about these systems that we really know of. But the point is that what that means is that they're going to hit a button inevitably. They are going to hit a button and things can go sideways.
President Trump, of course, has denied any allegations he's a white supremacist, and that's why he apparently fired what he. I know your point, but he did fire Darren Beatty in reaction, they believe, in part to his attendance at that conference. Does that change your opinion in any way?
No, it doesn't change my opinion, because we saw what he literally recently just posted, and the coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, You are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror, because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who Summer ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors. Trump.
I'll know. On the first question about aid, no one's talking. This is a 90-day freeze through which it allows us now to review programs. You know, before we did the freeze, we couldn't find out anything about some of these programs. And USAID in particular, they refuse to tell us anything. We won't tell you what the money's going to, where the money's for, who has it, which contractor it's been. You know, in some cases it goes through 4 different contractors before it reaches the intended recipient. These are not my numbers. These are USAID's number. In some cases with USAID, 10, 12, 13%, maybe less of the money was actually reaching the recipient, and the rest was going into the overhead and the bureaucracy. This isn't my money. This is taxpayer money. So we're not going to eliminate foreign aid. We're going to have foreign aid that makes sense. We're going to have foreign aid that works. We're going to have foreign aid that furthers the national interest. We're going to have foreign aid that benefits our trusted partners and our allies. I am here today. We've issued a waiver today because in Costa Rica we have a trusted partner and an ally who has proven that they have taken aid from the United States and used it to fix a problem, to help us, to do it in a way that actually helps the United States. They're stopping drugs. They're stopping criminals. They're identifying terrorists. This is foreign aid that furthers the national interest. Other programs we have questions about. But we've also issued waivers because we don't want anybody see anybody die or anybody be harmed in the short term. But we're going to conduct a review, and we are going to have foreign aid in this country that is going to further the national interest of the United States. If it doesn't make us stronger or more prosperous or more secure, we aren't going to spend taxpayer money on it. We owe that to the people of our country.
But we will match their energy with unprecedented organizing, mobilizing, agitating. We will see you in the courts, in Congress, in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi Nepo baby. Lawless billionaire who no one elected. Elon, this is the American people. This is not your trashy Cybertruck that you can just dismantle, pick apart, and sell the pieces of.
I have Elon Musk's major office in my district. He won't even meet with the local elected officials. He said he was going to tunnel under from his office all the way to the airport so he didn't have to be among the measly people on the ground to get to the airport. He is a low-down, dirty, no good person along with Trump that cannot be trusted, and we must not be afraid of them. Again, when the people fight, we win! When the people fight, we win! When the people say that you'd better see us because we damn sure see you.
That we will not take this. We will fight back. Fight back. Fight back. And as I close out, because I know we've been out here for a long money, and they be given access, full access to the Department of Treasury of the United States of America. We are at war. Thank you.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
We're talking tonight about the United States taking over a sovereign territory. What authority would allow you to do that? Are you talking about a permanent occupation there, redevelopment? And Mr. Prime Minister, do you see this idea as a way to expand the boundaries of Israel and to have a longer peace, even though the Israeli people know how important that land is to you and your citizens, just as the space is inherited by the Palestinians as well?
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know. Nobody can look because all they see is death and destruction and rubble and demolished buildings falling all over. It's just a terrible sight. I've studied it. I've studied this very closely over a lot of months, and I've seen it from every different angle. And it's a very, very dangerous place to be, and it's only going to get worse. And I think this is an idea that's gotten tremendous, and I'm talking about from the highest level of leadership, gotten tremendous praise. And if the United States can help to bring stability and peace in the Middle East, we'll do that.
We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. Thank you, everybody.
Watch the dogs come out. Yeah, there's dogs. Look at that, buddy. I think walk by, so threw something in there and said, fuck it. Dude. He's caught. Is he stuck?
Yeah. Oh shit, the shooter's right there.
Hell yeah. Look at the dogs.
Oh.
What did we get here in the right spot? Tap of the motherfucker. Oh, you arrested now.